Intro.
Yes, guys. We're gonna talk TV. We're talking about Arsenal and gushing more about Arsenal. Uh, Liverpool won, Arsenal nil. Andre, what do you see? What's your reaction coming from this thing?
Oh boy. My reaction for this game. I was pleasantly surprised with the way we performed. I think we played very well. Should I say very well? I think we played well. I think the game was almost 50-50. But I think we edged it in the first half and leading into the second half. In all-round play. We had more shots on target. They had more possession, and they weren't really doing much with the ball. Apart from that, I would say what let us down was Martinelli. Again, don't really want to be scapegoating the guy, but he didn't do what he was supposed to do today. I think there was about two or three occasions where he had a chance to be one-on-one, and he just chose the wrong option. You know, he gets easily pushed off the ball, easily bullied off it, doesn't really produce anymore. Before, he used to, like 2 years ago, he used to bang in the goals and produce assists. Now he's not even assistant and he's not banging in the goals. So, boy, if he doesn't fix up, I think that might be him done at Arsenal. Not gonna lie, quite worried about him. But all in all, very, very pleasantly surprised with Madueke. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one that didn't want him to play for the club. We all shat on the signing saying that he's shit. He's not levels. He's not who we need. But he's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's a very good attacking player. He's different. He's showing signs of rawness in the sense that you never really know what he's gonna do. And I don't think the defenders know what he's gonna do. He's got blistering pace and he uses it, unlike the guy on the left, Martinelli. Boy, Gyökeres, man got bullied today, man. It's no longer this. Ah, you know, he got bullied by Konate. Konate didn't even look that bothered today. Konate looked like he was just going for a jog in the park. Van Dijk, same again. Didn't really bother them. His touch looks very, very heavy. I know he's rusty. I know he didn't have a preseason, but he looks very, very rusty. And I hope he can shake that rust off because we're gonna need him. We're gonna need him to bang in goals, man. Honestly, otherwise he will become a flop. Uh, I would say those are the main guys who stood out for me in today's match. Everybody else, I would say, played well. Calafiori played quite well as well. Um, Timber, typical Timber. Unfortunately, Saliba went off injured. I don't really know what the injury is as yet. I haven't looked, but let's hope it's not a long-term injury. Uh, all in all, I'm not too disappointed about the match. It's a 1-0 loss against the champions, best team in the league. And we did hold our own for 60 minutes. I think the manager should have made some changes earlier. Um, yeah, he should have brought on. I don't know why Odegaard didn't start. He looked really good when he came on. Uh, who else came on for Odegaard? Who else came on for Odegaard?
I believe it was actually Eze.
Eze,
He
oh
came
yeah,
on,
boy, yeah.
and now coming on to this whole match on a whole, from my perspective, I believe this manager is an absolute coward. I believe that is
I agree.
if if you want to win something, if you want to win against Anfield, which by the way we haven't won since 2012,
How
you
old were you
should
then?
be. I was six, six.
Yeah,
But if you
6 years
want to
old.
go to Anfield, changing the narrative, you're supposed to, we're expected to have a strong lineup. Why is Murray not playing? Why is Martinelli playing? Okay, cool. Martinelli's good at Anfield, but what has Martinelli done for us in this game? He started the first match, the first half, shall I say, poor. Then he started a few minutes of that second half poor. I was expecting to see a version Eze on the left wing and Madueke on the right. Cool, Madueke is on the right. He did his thing. But
He was cooking today, boy. He was cooking today. I feel like we should have fed him some more. We should have fed Madueke some more because he had, was it Kizea? What's his name? How do you pronounce it? Kizea, yeah, Federico Kizea. He had him on toast, man. Time after time, blistering pace. Goals will come from Madueke. I can see it. You know that. Expect on either wing, I can see goals coming from him. He's direct. He ain't afraid to take a man on, which I like. I like to see that. But yeah, we should have fed him some more. Yeah.
With Martinelli, for me, he's no longer Brazilian. He's a Brazilian. That's what I think. He's just boring to watch on the ball. And there's a reason I don't have my shirt on, because I have Martinelli on my back. And I supported this guy for a long time, for a very long time. And his value to the squad is currently shown. When we said him, he's probably going to hit the 50, 70 million mark. And I believe that. But
I'd like to see that.
I feel like we have to move on from it. We have to move on from it. And to be fair, the midfield was just very boring, in my opinion. Why bring on Marino in his weakest position, even though that's his natural position, which does not make sense. And then take him off and then put Odegaard in, and then you're seeing the amount of change and the amount of effectiveness that's on the pitch. Why didn't you just do that from the start? That's the thing. That's another thing that we have to criticize and dig into Arteta, saying, you are managing one of the best clubs in the world, the biggest fan bases in the world. Why are you acting like a coward? Arne Slot, this is his second season, and he beat us comfortably. Liverpool, it was very shaky. Bournemouth scored 2-0, so 2 on them.
I just switched off the light on me there. Sorry.
Newcastle scored against them 2 as well.
Bro, I've told you this, man. From time, it's always us. We're always the team that other teams step to. It's always us, and I don't get it. I feel like we have changed. We've gotten better than we used to be. Like, we're starting to beat United, even though they're shit now. We're beating Chelsea at home. We're beating Spurs at home. Before, we never used to beat these, man. But we always used to fail when it matters. Yeah? When it matters, we always used to fail. And today it mattered. Even though it's still early in the season, it mattered. Because now they're top. We could have been top. But as I said in the beginning, I'm not overly upset about it. It's only a 1-0 defeat. That's the first goal we've conceded all season so far. I'll take that. Yeah, we lost Saliba early as well. And to be honest with you, when what's my man's name that came on for Saliba?
Christian Mosquera.
Mosquera. When Mosquera came on, there was no drop in standard. I have to say that. I am pleasantly pleased with Mosquera. Pleasantly pleased. I've seen my man hyping up the crowd, shouting at Gabriel and his midfielders when they misplace passes and all of that. That's the type of defender we need. I've never seen Kivior open his mouth and talk when he's in a game, you know? So I'm happy with Mosquera. The standard didn't drop against the best team in the league, Liverpool. So I can't even complain, I'm not gonna lie. I'm disappointed in the loss, but it is what it is, man. It's our first loss. Let's keep it at that. No more losses this season. I think we've got City's number. I think we've got United's number. I think we got Chelsea's number. I I'm not that concerned. I'm not gonna lie. Even with these big injuries, with Saka being out and Odegaard not starting, when I saw the lineup, I was like, Marino in midfield, Cam. I didn't really like it, but I was like, I still trust this team. And I'm gonna lie, man, for 60, 55, 60 minutes, they did well. They did well. At Anfield, they did well. That goal that Liverpool scored was a screamer.
I just want to go back on to what you said. It's always the players that show up against Arsenal. And that's exactly what I saw. How can you tell me Florian Wirtz got hooked twice in both matches for Newcastle and Bournemouth, but he puts in a work against our midfield? It just comes to show that we just get little boy, we get little bro. No, no, no. I'm not cutting shade on my team here, but you have to put in the work in midfield. Rice was the only one that I saw that was doing the effort. Florian Wirtz could have scored in the 55th minute. Rice put a foot there. Rice was the one that was pushing Eucharist up the field. Rice was the one that was showing captain quality. Yeah, cool. Gabriel was doing his bit, but Gabriel needs that support. And when Mosquera came in, I saw he was a little bit raw, but rightfully so. You're getting put on the pitch in the second or fourth minute, so you won't have time to go with the flow because you're getting in frantically like that. But then he gradually came into his role, and then that's another thing I want to also bring up on our squad depth. We are getting clearer in Capia. He's coming in. So would you see a good partnership with two bulldozers in defence? Would you see that, OJ?
Isn't he a left back though?
He's a left back, but he can't play centre back.
Same as Calafiori. To be honest with you, I've heard nothing but good things about Nkapia. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about him. I haven't seen the guy play. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, I've seen him play and he was this amazing guy. I haven't seen him play. So, having said that, if he is as good as people are saying he is, then why not? Because Saliba, Madrid already have him on tap. They're waiting on him. So I think Mosquera is a good replacement. And if something similar was to happen to Gabriel, then I'm happy with Calafiori so far. But then if Nkapie can do it, then yeah, I'm happy, man. As long as the quality doesn't drop, I don't really mind what happens, man. If Saliba has to go, he has to go, man. The guy served us well. We have let him down. If he wants to go, I think he can actually leave now and say, yeah, there's actually a good replacement for me if I do leave, you know? And I think the manager can think the same. So if Saliba has to go, man, he has to go, innit? It is what it is. We're the ones that messed around.
Yeah.
Coming second, what was it? Two, 3 times in a row? Second place.
Yeah. Yeah.
We knew he's gonna have to go in there at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I think that Gabriel's gonna be a club legend, he may have to go as well. Or
Yeah.
he's had 2 injuries now so far in the last year. If he becomes injury prone, we're gonna need someone of a similar level to him. You know? So boy, I think I'm happy with the defense, man. Honestly, all round. I am slightly concerned with the right back situation because now Ben White's injured and Timber has had his ACL injury, which is a very difficult injury to come back from. So at the moment, it's only Timber at right back, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if Timber gets injured, I guess the next one is Mosquera. But then we're leaving centre back light now. So we just need to be careful. We just need to be careful with that, you know?
In relation to the defender, I am mostly concerned about Saliba. Hooked off early in the game. When I saw that, I was vexed. I was very vexed. But I wanted to know what happened. When I saw the replay, I didn't quite see what was wrong. It just felt kind of like a discomfort in his eyes. So probably it was a good caution for it to leave the game at an early stage, but way too early is concerned. So there might be something under behind the curtains that we might not know. But yeah, for the start of this season, it's kind of worrying. It's kind of worrying in my opinion. But all in all, the defenders have did well. Fury did well, pleasantly well, pretty surprisingly well to be fair. But to be fair, that's standard for us. Our defense has always been good. Their defense has always been good as well. So this is a matter of why can't we reciprocate that in the midfield, in the attack? And it just comes down to Arteta not knowing how to play his cards properly. And that's why I'm going back on what I said. I'm going back and say this guy is a coward. And if it keeps on coming to this kind of result where we could win, it's always just could. I think it's time for him to leave. But then you're looking at it, what managers are available for us?
Hey, you see the way we've been ambitious in the player market. Yeah, if we're ambitious in the managerial market, we can get Zidane. You know, we can get Carlo, Ancelotti, win now managers. So I don't like to hear, oh, who's available and all of that, mate. With the team that he's built right now, there's going to be managers out there that will be interested in this job. So I'm not that overly concerned about that. I think we can get the best managers. I think we can get the best managers to come manage Arsenal now. I think there's no longer that risk of missing the right players. I think the squad is probably one player short from being ideal or perfect, should I say? You know, right now, yes, Havertz is injured, Jesus is injured. I feel like just all we need is that striker or that left winger. Like I told you before, if we were serious and ambitious and gone for Isak fixed the left wing. He fixes the left wing. And Gyökeres can still play. Yeah? And they can rotate left wing and striker. They can do it.
That's going back to what you said also at the start of the video. You said that Gyökeres, I've seen Gyökeres' touch. It's very heavy.
Man's playing like he's in Timberlands, bro.
For him playing on the wing, you need to have these kind of precise touches. I generally don't think he can do that. I feel like he's more suitable as the front runner, the front strike.
Not necessarily, Dan. I think what I'm alluding to is when these men play for Sweden and that, they normally play on the counter attack. Yeah. So you see how Madueke was beating his man every single time. Yeah. Long balls across, diagonal balls across with the blistering pace. Yeah. All you have to do is knock the ball down the line, get the ball, cross it, which they both can do. Both Isak and Gyökeres have the pace to do that. So I know we play that intricate style of football, but today you saw us trying to hit them on the counter with Madueke many times. Even with bloody Martinelli, but he kept flopping. So I believe Arteta is going to start doing that a lot more because Zubimendi's got that pass in him. Odegaard's got that pass in him. But Odegaard needs to get his bloody head up and make that pass. Speaking of raising your head, Martinelli, get your head out the sand, bro. Honestly, get it out the sand. Because
he's like an ostrich.
Mate, I think it's last chance for saloon for him. I would say give him the season, but I also feel like give him till January. And if he ain't doing it in January, sell him. Sell his clock. It's unfortunate, man. But Smith Rowe's done more for us than he has. on a reel, and Smith Rowe came through the academy, and
Yeah.
we binned him, and it all hurt us as Arsenal fans. Yeah. So unfortunately, man, it's not happening for Martinelli. We all like him. It's just not happening. So yeah, bin him. Get rid of him. Cash in. Okay, let me not say bin him. Cash in on him. There is still some value there. Mate, I'm not gonna lie to you. Iwobi went for what, 30 something million, was it? Our highest sale was, is it 35 for Oxlade-Chamberlain?
Yeah.
I'm telling you this now. This man ain't better than them. The Ox was better than him. I think all he has over Iwobi is that he's got the pace. But Iwobi used to get his head up, pick out the right passes. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're gonna be getting 50 million for him, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm looking at 35, 40 million for Martinelli in the form that he's in right now. Yeah.
I
So
mean,
mm,
this is also where you can also look at Saudis, because yeah, cool.
yeah, we can look at Saudis, but Saudis aren't looking at us, man.
They're not looking at us at all. But or if they want to go and get Darwin Nunez, a guy that has let's just face it, that hasn't done nothing.
Darwin Nunes is exciting. That's the difference.
He's exciting.
Yeah, Martinelli ain't. He's not exciting. He's lost that spark. He's not. He's frustrating. At least Darwin Nunes used to get on the end of chances, whether he misses it or not. He's on the end of it. When was the last time you saw Martinelli on the end of a chance or creating a chance for himself? I cannot remember.
Another chance. He could have a fair bit with the Bernabeu.
Who?
The Bernabeu, Santiago Bernabeu.
Fair enough. So anyway,
Um,
let's get back to the review. What do you think? What was your honest review of the match today?
the honest review of the match is that it just is that, to be fair, we only came to Anfield for one thing only, and unfortunately, when it was not what we what they wanted, what the manager wanted. What he wanted was just to get the point and leave.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he saw the point and sat on it.
Yeah, and then and to be fair, the game was very slow until they scored, and then Arsenal started to worry and started to be quick in their actions. But all the players did well, apart from a few few players. They did well, but that's all I have to say really. The subs were decent, they're all right. Ezra did everything that he could. Odegaard did everything that he could. Mascara did everything that he could, but it was just nothing much. I
Yeah.
feel sorry for Matt Stallman.
This wasn't the game for him.
Exactly.
I feel like Arteta. I think like Arteta panicked and chucked him in there. He panicked and chucked him in there, which isn't fair to the man because that wasn't the game for Matt Stallman. I'm sorry,
Exactly.
that was not the game for him. The level of Kizea went up when Dalman came on. You know, Kizea was taking everything off him and counter-attacking. That wasn't the game for him. Why didn't Finney come on? What's his name? 22. Yeah, Wanyeri. Why? What are you saying to Wanyeri if you're starting Dalman over him?
What did you promise Nwaneri when you signed him when he renewed his contract as well?
As much as we like Dalman, I think that was naive from Arteta.
In my opinion, I think he used Matt Stallman as a scapegoat for him to save his ass. It was Ras. That's what I
You
think.
can't use Max Dowman for that, man. That can really knock the boys' confidence, at
It did.
Anfield in front of the cop, you know.
Yep.
As much as we love Max Dowman and other fans love him as well, and they see the potential in him, that wasn't the game for him. And that game, there was too much riding on that game. That should have been
Yeah.
Wanyeri. So we all know Wanyeri is a bad man. Whether he wins penalties like Max Dowman does and all of that, Wanyeri knows how to take that ball and make something happen. We can hold our hands up and say Max Dowman's the same, but there's levels to it, man. He's a kid. You shouldn't put him in that position. I'm sorry. And I know last week Liverpool had that 16-year-old striker that scored in the last minute against Newcastle. I know you can look at him and all of that, but my man hasn't been playing as much as Dowman.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a striker to bring on in the first place, which is why he came on. But we have people in that position. Uh, anyway, should we do player ratings now or tomorrow? We only have 7 minutes left.
Yeah, let's do player ratings.
All right. All right. I'm gonna take Raya then. I don't think Raya had a bad game. Oh boy. He was close on the free kick, but you can't really blame him for that, man. I'll give Raya a 7 because he was trying those long balls out to Madueke as well. Yeah, 7. Go to Timber.
I actually like him, I put a message out on Curtis Short and get a reply. Shout out to Curtis. I want him as captain to be fair, but I have a I will give him a solid 7.5. He was very solid. The only downside was he came off via injury, so that's kind of something that
Oh, really? So who played? Who subbed on for him?
uh I think it was did he come off? No, he didn't. He didn't.
No, I don't
My
think he
bad.
came off.
They had they played on. But yeah, I would give him a 7.5.
Okay.
So
So, all right, I'll do the two centre backs then. We're not gonna rate Saliba. Okay, he came off injured. Gabriel, I'm not gonna lie, man. He handled everything that came towards him. Can't blame him on the goal. I'll give Gabriel his usual 7.5. I will then do Mosquera.
yeah,
I think, as I said, the standards didn't drop when he came on. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. You do the left back Calafiori.
he was good throughout the game. I think he was kind of scared when Salah was on the ball, but obviously, come on now, it's Salah. But he did stand his ground. So yeah, let Salah take any.
Yeah, Salah didn't get much change out of him.
Yeah, so I'll give him a 7.5. Solid performance at Anfield. So
Yeah, 7.5. I'm happy with that. He went forward all right as well.
yeah,
He looked like he wanted to get things done. So yeah, 7.5. Salah didn't have much joy against him. So
yeah, he went forward more than Gabriel Martinez.
yeah. All right. All right, let's go with Zooby Dooby Doo. I think he had a good game, man. He sprayed the ball about quite well. One thing I like about him is he doesn't hide from the ball. He always wants the ball to feed. Listen, mate. One thing I like about him for his size, he reminds me of Torreira. He's on you. Yeah, he's gonna let you know that he's here, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the tackle. I'm happy with the yellow card. It would have always been a yellow card because they had broken our midfield. I'm happy, man. I want to see man that's getting on. They're going to let the opposition know that they're here, man. So, unfortunately, he was at fault for the goal and all of that, which I don't fully blame him for. I'm just going to give him a 6.5. I don't think he was that bad, man. He got in Madueke quite a few times. All right, we need to speed it up a bit. So let's go I'll take Rice. I think Rice was quiet without being bad. I'll give Rice 6.5. Then we need to see Rice shooting some more as well. I don't think Rice misplaced any passes. Not that I remember anyway. So he was just uh, he had a few good runs with the ball as well, progressing the ball forward. I'll just give him a 6. And oh boy, the other quiet one, Marino.
Oh,
What did Marino do, man? Just
nothing.
I mean, he was a presence in the sense that he went up for all the headed balls and all of that, but didn't really do much. So I'll give him a 5. All right, you take the wingers.
Well, I'm gonna go to the negative first. That was that my favorite for Martinelli, unfortunately. I would give Martinelli a 3.5 because there is no way, and I mean no way you're getting cooked by Szoboszlai. No way Brock settings up. But
Yeah, that was a
uh,
midfielder playing at right back, isn't it?
it's exactly
Yeah. Yeah, Martinelli
the
didn't do anything to him, and I think he was there to get caught at.
the man, instead of the man making sort of like accelerate teams, accelerate in the leagues, and that's four. So I'm giving him a 3.
Yeah, from what I saw. Yeah, go on.
Madueke, on the other hand, made Kirkes smell what he's cooking. But I'm not talking about the Rock. That's the bottom line with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's a winger right there, and I'm actually kind of happy that he's in our team. I'm giving him a solid 7, today.
All right.
He wants to on the Glock 14.
Yeah, I'll just start with Martinelli quickly. The only thing Martinelli did good today was his defensive work. He got back quite well, and I was happy to see that because he did fuck all. He did nothing else apart from that. Yeah, Madueke cooked, man. Glock 9, boy, man's playing in Timberland boots, bro. Uh, and he got bullied. He looks very stocky, which I'm a little bit concerned about that. For someone who looks so stocky and gets pushed around a lot, I'm not happy with that, man. This guy needs to be able to pin these defenders back and spin him, you know. But I'm hoping he can get to that level. I'm gonna give Glock 9. Not gonna lie, man, he really didn't do much of 4. All right,
I'll give Grobner a 4. He looks big like Zion Williamson, but he just gets
nothing.
bullied.
Yeah. All right, off to the subs now. So I'm gonna give Eze. Eze didn't do much except that flick, and I feel like could have been a penalty, but it was soft. So I'm gonna give Eze a 5. I think Odegaard came on, and he was a spark that we needed earlier. Yeah, he definitely changed the game a bit. But I think if Odegaard started, we would have won that game. But yeah, anyway, those are our ratings, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. D2, thanks again. And see you guys on the next one. Peace.